Hello and welcome to Library Connection. I'm your hostess, Mandy Cantrell. I'm Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. And I want to take just a moment to thank TV47 and Robert especially for all they do for us to allow us to have this program and to let the community know things going on at the library and activities and things that we are connected to. So today I'm talking to one of those connections. I'm talking with Wesley Haley. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Good. Wesley and I first met. You came to a program at during one of our summer reading programs one summer with a group of students you were working with, and got to know you there. I was really excited to see a man working with preschool students. I think that's awesome. Great. Well, before we get into all that, Wesley, tell us about yourself, where you're from, and a little bit about your family and things like that.
Well, I grew up in Sylacauga, Alabama.
Good.
My mother's name is Yvette McKinney Funderburg. My father's name is Harvey Haley. And I am the youngest of 5 boys and 2 girls.
Oh, my goodness. I did not know that. 5 boys and the baby, huh?
The baby.
Well,
the baby.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So you grew up in the area and went to high school?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Childersburg High.
Childersburg High School. Great, great. Now, I know we talked before we had this interview, which was really nice. I enjoyed hearing about how music has been such a big part of your life.
Yes.
I mean, you started singing when?
Age 3.
Age 3. Where did you sing?
I was a member of Pine Grove Missionary Baptist Church, and my first song was actually sung in our adult choir.
Oh,
I was the youngest
at age
to ever
3.
be in the Pine Grove Baptist Church adult choir.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
My goodness. And you sang in church one time.
I do. I sing in church.
Do you remember being nervous, or that you were too young to remember then?
I really don't remember being nervous at all.
That's great.
I've always loved to sing. I just never liked being put on the spot for real.
Okay, well, no, I don't think anybody likes that.
No,
It's good to have a little time to practice, but
it is.
That is great. So you've been singing in church ever since?
I have.
In other places
I have.
too.
I have.
Yeah. Now you sang in high school.
I did. The Childersburg High School chorus. I was a part of the chorus for 3 years in a row.
Oh, that's
my
great.
9th through the 11th grade.
That is great. That's great. Do you play? I know you sing. Do you play any instruments?
Along with my singing, I do play the keyboard. And sometimes I like to tap on the drums just a little bit.
That's great. That's great. Have you ever taken piano lessons? Or?
I did take piano lessons. I took piano lessons for 3 months. I was taught by Hubert Walton of Alpine, Alabama.
Oh, okay. Alpine. That's great. That's great. 3 months, and you must play a lot by ear.
I do. Yeah. I play a lot by ear. I would love to be able to read notes, but
you've still got the talent though in that gift.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed at people who can play by ear. I mean, I took piano lessons for about 3 years, and I have a daughter that took for 8 or 9 years, and she's very good. But playing by ear is just that is just pure talent. I think. Pure talent. That is great. So you're able to use both of those. I know the piano and the music. What are you doing right now?
Well, right now I'm currently the musician of the Pine Grove Missionary Baptist Church in Sylacauga, Alabama. Reverend Clifton Cook is the pastor. I am over 5 choirs, children to adult.
Oh my goodness. 5. Now you said there's a children's choir. Is that just for all like younger children?
Ages range anywhere from 4 to 18.
Wow, good. And then, can you name the 5? The 5
yes,
choirs?
The 5 choirs. I have the children's choir. That is the youth choir. I have, they call them choir number 2. That is my young adult choir.
Oh, okay, great.
And I have a senior choir, a male chorus, and a mass choir.
Oh my goodness. Now, I'm going to go back. The senior choir, is that for senior adults?
It is. That is for the seniors.
Oh,
they range anywhere from ages, maybe I would say 60 and up.
That is amazing. I bet they are a wonderful group.
They are. I love them. I love them. I really do.
I know they enjoy having you. You're a nice young man to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you go about choosing music for children, men, young adults, and then senior adults?
Well, with the children's choir, it's more of picking songs that, have a uptuned. You know,
yeah.
it's up to beat and everything. And with the adult choir, it's kind of the same thing.
Right.
With my senior choir, you have to kind of slow it down for them, because
Sure.
if you get too fast, you know, they will get lost. So you have to slow it down for them. So what we do with the senior choir, I choose hymns and I try to put a beat to them.
Yes.
And with my male chorus, it's more of choosing quartet songs.
Oh, how nice. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Do you play the piano for these groups too? Or
I do. I am the keyboard player at Pine Grove Baptist Church.
Wow, that is great. I've never worked with senior adults as far as doing things like this, but I know that's great. I have worked with children.
It is.
And choosing songs to sing with kids is just a lot of fun.
It is. It is. I like it. I really do love it.
Good, good. I'll have to throw in here a plug for the library. Our summer reading program is Libraries Rock. It's a music theme.
Awesome.
So I'm very excited about finding fun songs for children. And I know you've worked with preschoolers and children, and there are so many things that can be learned if you put them to music.
There is.
Days of the week, months of the year, you can count. And
You
I
can.
know I learned the preamble from listening to
yes.
Schoolhouse Rock or whatever. And I can remember sitting in class singing it in my head and writing it out on a test.
Right.
So many things you can learn like that.
Right. Well, music has been such a passion in my life that whenever I took quizzes and pop quizzes in school, my studying technique would always be to put a song with whatever I'm studying. That way, when I got to the school, you know, as I was taking the test, I would sing that song. And, you know, that is how I would pass my test in school. So, you know, it's plenty of ways that music can be used.
Oh, yes. I think there are. And I know as I've looked for CDs and things for children that I use with children's programs, there are all kinds of CDs that are all kinds of songs that have a tune that you know, but it's new words. I like that. And you can, you know, when you're, like you said, when you're trying to remember quiz questions and answers and things, just make up a tune.
Yes,
That big
you're
deal.
right.
That's great. And since you work at a church, I used to teach at Knollwood School, and some of my students, we learned Bible verses every week. And they would have to come recite it to me, and some of them were put to music. And I remember one student, it came up and he started to say it. He said, "Can I just sing it?" I said, "Absolutely."
Yes.
Because you're going to learn it that way.
Yes, that's right.
Any way
That
you
is
learn
so
it
true.
is great.
That is so
That's
true.
great. Well, we're going to take a break, pause for commercials, and I hope you'll join us when we come back.
Hi, it's Shawnee McNeil at South First Bank. This is a great time for you to buy or build a new home, or maybe refinance your present mortgage. Our rates are the lowest they've been in years, and that means saving you money. We've been helping our customers become homeowners in this area for nearly 70 years, and we can make our approvals right here in the office, and that means saving you time. We're located here in downtown Sylacauga. Come in and find South First, a better way to bank.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by today and see us. Marble City Pharmacy, where your health comes first.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking today with Wesley Haley, and you are the Minister of Music at Pine Grove Baptist Church. Okay, good. Baptist. I'm a Baptist too.
Awesome.
No. Well, talking a little bit more about your job, I know a lot of people sing in the choir. You do not have to be a soloist to sing in a church choir, do you?
No. Only thing is, I believe in doing what the Bible says. The Bible never said to make a beautiful sound. It never said to make a sound that sounds good. It just said make a joyful noise.
Yes.
So I believe in making a joyful noise unto the Lord. And it said, all ye land. So I believe that is anybody who's everybody who wants to,
That's perfect. I agree. Yes, I think a joyful noise is perfect.
Yes.
Now, you, when you lead a choir, I know choirs it's not necessarily a performance. I mean, you've done some performance singing, because we're going to talk about some competitions you've won. But this is more, I think, of leading in worship.
Yes, it is. It is. It
sets
is.
the tone.
I don't think that. I've always told my choirs at rehearsal. I always tell them, don't ever think that you're not a big part of the service, because you have to set the tone so that the preacher can be ready to get up and deliver the word. We've already given the word through song, but I feel like the preacher is going to give the word. And he's going to give us that knowledge so that we'll know what thus says the Lord. So I tell the choir all the time, it's not a performance, but you do have to be ready, because if you're not feeling what you're singing, then the congregation is not going to feel it either.
That's true. I think they work together. The music, the sermon, everything works together to set the tone and deliver the message every day. That's great. Now, you sing and direct at the same time. Or you direct and play. I'm sorry, but I'm saying you play the piano and direct. How do you do?
Well, sometimes I do find myself, I would take my hands off the keyboard real quick and then make a hand motion to bring the choir in. It's not hard when you do it every now and again, but sometimes I will find myself jumping off the keyboard, and if we sing some a cappella, I love to direct.
Oh, I love a cappella too.
I love to direct.
Oh, that's great.
When it's playing the keyboard, I'm usually chording in my left hand and, bringing them in with my right. But, not that hard.
Yeah,
not that hard.
And if y'all practice enough, they probably know what to do, and I'm sure you do practice enough.
Oh, yes.
Did each one of your choirs practice every week, or?
Well,
5 choirs. Wow.
They have, each one of my choirs practice on every Thursday.
Okay.
They practice every Thursday. A different choir will practice. Only choir that doesn't practice on Thursday is my male chorus. They're men, so we have to go on whatever day is good for them. They have different work schedules and everything.
Yes, that's
so
true.
Some come out of Jacksonville, and some come from afar, but they practice on Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
So you have some from out of town.
I do.
Now that is a heavy commitment for these men and women to come. But that's great. That's what it takes, I think, for choir. You need to be committed.
And it makes me feel good, that they're committed. With me being a musician, they're staying in it with me. So it makes me feel real good.
That's great. That's great. They are there to support you, and you're there to lead them.
That's right.
I know your church appreciates what you do. That's great. Well, I know that's talking about what you do in choir at your church, but you've also sung some on your own. I've got Dream Idol and something in Ozark, some competitions. You want to tell about those?
The Dream Idol was a competition I did out at our local Walmart in Sylacauga. They decided to do just a little singing competition one day. Fun. I think they were raising money for a certain cause.
Sure.
And I did not place that day, but the experience was overwhelming, to sing in front of all those people. And the one in Ozark, it was actually called the Wiregrass Idol in Ozark, Alabama. And I placed first place out of 10 people in my category.
That is great. Did you have to sing in front of a group or in front of judges? Or
it was in front of judges and thousands of people in the audience.
Oh my
Thousands of people.
Well, that made me a little nervous there. But if you won first place, that's great.
I did. First place.
What was your category?
My category was kids division. I was young at the time. I did it in the year of 2005.
Right.
So I was a little younger at the time. I was in the 5th grade, I want to say.
Oh my God.
And I think the ages ranged anywhere from maybe 6 and 15, I think.
Okay.
And I won first place. That was actually a $500 win.
Oh, yay,
Yes.
that's wonderful. Well, that is awesome. Well, so you have learned from that you don't get that nervous, maybe.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's
no,
great.
ma'am.
That is great. Well, that takes a lot of nerve and a lot of talent. When you're talented, you
does.
don't have to worry about that. Now, working at Pine Grove is not all you do. You also sub. Is that
Yes,
correct?
I am currently a citywide and countywide sub. I sub for Talladega County schools and Sylacauga City schools.
Great. That's an experience. Being a sub has got to be difficult. I know.
It does get difficult at times.
Right, right. But you enjoy it. You said you've told me you enjoy doing it.
I do.
And you work with the older kids, and then the young. You don't mind subbing for the younger grades.
Yes,
do you?
ma'am. That is, I do kindergarten through the 8th grade.
That's great. And I'll tell you, from having been a teacher, there are not many men in those lower grades that sub or that teach.
You don't see them.
It's mostly women. So it's nice to have a man, a young man down there.
Right,
To be a good role model, a good example, and a good authoritarian. I mean, sometimes children respond to a man more than a woman. That's great.
Well, I've been subbing now for 5 years.
Okay.
5 years. And believe it or not, I actually learned to sub from a sub.
Learn to sub from a sub. Okay, what's that story?
Well, his name was Mr. Barkley, and he subbed at Chillersburg High School a lot. And his guidance really helped me. He told me, he said, I'm going to tell you something. He said, kids that act up, he said, sending you out of class is what you want me to do.
Right.
And he said that I'm not going to send you out of class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to punish you by making you stay in here and do the work. And, you know, I took that along with me all these years of subbing. You know, I tell students all the time, you know, I'm not going to send you out of class because you're not going to learn anything from it. So sending you out of class is not going to do anything but let you maybe walk around the hallway or go to the principal's office and just sit there. And, you know, you don't learn anything from being sent out of class. I feel like you need to be in the classroom getting the work done so that you can get your education.
Right, right. Well, that's great. That's how important it is to get that education.
It is. It's
letting
very
them know.
important.
Well, we're going to pause again for a commercial break and talk about your upcoming CD and your group.
Oh, yes.
So I hope you'll join us.
Hi, it's Shawnee McNeil at South First Bank. This is a great time for you to buy or build a new home, or maybe refinance your present mortgage. Our rates are the lowest they've been in years, and that means saving you money. We've been helping our customers become homeowners in this area for nearly 70 years, and we can make our approvals right here in the office, and that means saving you time. We're located here in downtown Sylacauga. Come in and find South First, a better way to bank.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by today and see us. Marble City Pharmacy, where your health comes first.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello and welcome back to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell. I'm talking with Wesley Haley. He's the Minister of Music at Pine Grove Baptist Church here in Sylacauga, and he also subs for the county and the city school system. But you're also involved, well, before this, I want to show, if they can pull up, we've got a couple of pictures. one of you doing your current job, one
Yes.
of them at Pine Grove Baptist. There you are as the minister of music there. Y'all are getting set up for a Sunday morning.
We were.
That's
we were.
great.
That is,
great.
That picture is actually an old picture. That is when I first became the musician of Pine Grove Baptist. That was the first Sunday I played by myself.
Oh my goodness! How long have you been there as minister of music?
I've actually been there 7 years. Actually,
Gosh, yeah.
next month, in March the 10th, I'll be celebrating my 7th appreciation
Wonderful.
at Pine Grove Baptist Church at 5. So, hey, if you have nothing to do, come on out.
Great, that's fun. I know they enjoy. You've been there long enough. Well, that's your home church.
It
though,
is,
right?
it is,
That's
it is.
great. I know they're so proud to see one of their own serving
Right.
back in their
Yes,
own
ma'am.
church now. But you're also involved in a group called New Boys of Triumph, right?
Yes.
And there's your picture. While we've got them up, tell us who everyone is in the group.
Okay, on the left to the right, it is myself, Bruce Brown. That is Pastor Marvin C. James, and Ray Holland, and Ken Walker.
Okay.
Ray Holland is actually the manager of Ray Holland and New Boys of Triumph.
Oh, okay. And he actually sings with you.
He does.
Okay,
He sings with
great.
us.
But he's your manager kind of type.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the manager.
Great. That's great. Well, tell me, how long have y'all been together?
We've been together for 1.5 years.
Okay. Okay. What kind of music?
Well, I would describe our sound as lyrical gospel. I call it LG music.
LG, lyrical gospel.
I would describe our sound lyrical gospel, but it is a contemporary gospel. But we don't focus so much on the music. We like to focus on the lyrics, the words of the song,
Yeah.
because we want to get the message across.
That's great. That's great. Do you play piano with this group?
I do. I am the keyboard player and the lead singer for
great.
New Boys of Triumph. I am.
How about the rest of the men there? Do they play, sing, or have other things they do?
Well, Bruce Brown is the guy standing next to me is actually the drummer
Okay.
for the New Boys of Triumph.
Okay, great. And the title of the CD is Keep On Running.
Keep on running.
How'd you come up with that title?
Well, Keep On Running is actually a song that I wrote a while back. And what the song talks about is our everyday life. And, you know, how sometimes the race of life gets hard to run. But, you know, although we want to give up, although we want to throw in the towel, you know, you can't give up so easily. So I came up with a song called Keep On Running. You know, it starts out saying, on this journey, it hasn't always been easy. I've had hard times,
Yes.
but people don't believe me.
Oh.
And, you know, so, and then the chorus comes in and it says, I've got to keep on running. And then it says, I got to see God's face. Because, you know, we all want to make it to that place, you know, where we won't have to worry about anything, you know, that beautiful place called heaven. We all want to get there. So, you know, that's what Keep On Running really is about.
That's great. I like what you said when you were talking about the song, how, I mean, this is what I took from you. You said, you know, somebody may have had a lot of struggles, but we don't
Yes.
necessarily see that.
No.
You don't. We don't know what other people are
We're
experiencing.
on the outside looking in.
Right,
That's
right. But keep on running. Well, amen. That's wonderful. I didn't realize you wrote your own music.
I do. I've been writing now for maybe 14 years.
Oh my goodness, that's great. Now that is really a talent.
It is.
It is
I
that
enjoy
that you've
it.
been blessed
I
with.
really
That is
enjoy
great.
it.
Now let's see. Do all the guys live in this area or?
Well, they live in different areas. Ken Walker lives right there in Chillersburg, Alabama. Pastor Marvin James comes from Anniston, Alabama.
Okay.
Ray Holland is in Sycamore. Bruce Brown is in Talladega, and myself, I am right here in Silicaca.
Okay. So you can't make you practice all the time. I know because
Not all the time. What we do, we meet in the middle. We meet at
Okay.
Kelly Springs Baptist Church in Mumford, Alabama.
Oh, that's that's great. That's great. And this is your new CD. Is it out yet?
The CD is out. It can be purchased on Amazon, MP3, iTunes. If you go on any music media website,
yes.
it is on there. It is on there. It has gone all over the world.
Oh, that's amazing. Technology. I'm still amazed by that. Now, you said y'all signed with Sharp Records out of Atlanta.
Sharp Records out of
How
Atlanta.
did that come about?
Well, what people don't know, Ray Holland and the New Boys of Triumph was actually formed from a former group called the Boys of Triumph.
Okay.
And our record company decided to keep that name in play. They were already signed, the Boys of Triumph, but what they did different was they just put Ray Holland and the New in front of the Boys of Triumph. So,
Well, that's great. So y'all signed with Sharp Records, and you've already won an award. Is that correct? Tell about that.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Well, the award we won is the Best Gospel Album in the month of October for the Academy Awards out of Los Angeles, California.
Oh, wow. So it truly has gone. Your music has traveled a long way. That is great. So you released this CD, I think, in October of 2017. What's next for your group?
Well, coming up next, actually on February the 17th, we will be singing for a TV taping in Montgomery, Alabama. There's going to be promoters there from all over, going to be promoters from Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, Pensacola, Florida, and even the Bahamas. So, we're hoping that day, hopefully they enjoy what we do, and we get a chance to go out to the Bahamas and all them different places, branch our music out further than,
Yes. Spread the word.
Spread the word.
I think that's good. Well, that is very exciting. So y'all are ready to do wherever the Lord takes you in this particular area.
I'm actually looking forward to one. We're actually going to be traveling to Louisville, Kentucky in the month of June. So I'm looking forward to that. Being with this group has given me a lot of travel experience, and doing what I love doing. People get to hear my ministry, hear my music, and it's just an awesome experience.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that when you get to travel and do what you enjoy doing.
That's right.
Well, Wesley, our time is almost up, but I thank you so much for being here today with me, and I
Yes,
enjoyed.
ma'am.
Hope you'll come to some of our programs this summer and enjoy
Yes,
some
ma'am.
of the music.
Yes, ma'am. I
Anybody
look
that
forward
loves
to it.
music, I think that'll be great. So we wish you the very best with New Boys of Triumph, Ray Holland and New Boys of Triumph. I'm gonna get the name
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
So,
Yes,
like
ma'am.
I said, thank you again for joining me on Library Connection, and all of you too. And we hope to see you at the library.